Hi everyone, thanks for taking the time to watch today's video. In this video we're going to discuss how a legal permanent resident military member can apply for naturalization. Now this is in the context of the period in which they served can be any time or a time at peace. There are different statutes that control a military member applying for naturalization during times of hostility, which there have been lots of times of hostility within the last century. That will be our next video. Today we're going to discuss how a military member, legal permanent resident, can apply for naturalization based on their service at any time. Again, my name is Dan Nast. I'm an immigration attorney with Orlando Visa Lawyer, which is an immigration law firm that provides services across the entire United States. And like I said, today we're going to discuss how a military member can apply for naturalization based on their military service at any time. We get this question quite a bit from service members and from concerned family members of service members. So we decided to make a few videos on this, and today we're going to discuss. So there are some basic requirements for a military member, legal permanent resident, applying for naturalization based on their military service during any period of time. So one of those requirements is first they've had to have accrued at least 1 year of service. Another requirement is that if they're not active, they had to have been honorably discharged. So one of the questions that comes up is, I'm currently a member of the armed forces. I am a legal permanent resident. Can I apply for naturalization now? And the answer is yes, you can. If you're active, you sure can. You just had to have accrued that 1 year service. Now, there are some timing requirements that are involved as far as meeting other requirements of naturalization. I'll explain that here in a second. If a member is still active or they're filing for naturalization within 6 months of an honorable discharge, then a couple of additional requirements for naturalization won't apply, like the 5-year U.S. residency requirement or the physical presence of the United States requirement. These are some other requirements. We've discussed these at length in other videos, but if the service member is still active or files for naturalization within 6 months of being discharged, then they don't have to show those requirements. So to give you an example, let's run through how an active service member would apply for naturalization. If they've been active in the military for 6 months, they can't apply based on their military service because it's only been 6 months. They haven't hit 1 year. If they've been active for 1 year, at that point they've accrued a year of military service. They can apply based on their military status. Now, let's say they've served and then they've been honorably discharged. They've been out for 5 months. They can apply for naturalization and not have to meet those additional requirements that I mentioned previously. Let's say they've served and they've been honorably discharged and 7 months has gone by. Then when they apply for naturalization, they have to show that 5 years of residency requirement and the physical presence requirement. So it's within that 6 months of getting discharged when you file the application. One thing to note, though, is as far as residency goes, military service time counts. As long as it's honorable military service time, it counts. So that's important in this calculation. And of course, as always, you have to show good moral character. That's something that applies to everyone that's going through the naturalization process. You can't have any bad arrests. The criminal record has to be clean. So digging into this a little deeper, what do you need to file? I think that's the next logical question. Okay, I'm a service member, or was a service member. What do I need to file for naturalization? Well, you need to file the N-400 like everybody. That's the form, that's the naturalization application form. Fortunately, if you're applying based on your military service, there's no fee for applying for the N-400, for filing the N-400. You also need a certified N-426 if you're active. So if you're active, you need a certified N-426. It has to be certified by the military. And this form certifies your military service for USCIS, who's doing the immigration portion. So you need to submit this form with your N-400 application. Now, if you're discharged, you need to submit an N426, this military certification form, but it doesn't have to be certified by the military. However, you need to submit a copy of your official discharge document. Now, this can be a DD Form 214. The form number varies if you're in the National Guard. Whatever your official discharge document is, you have to submit that along with your N400 application and the uncertified copy of the N426. So again, there are, of course, as always, different circumstances can lead to different things, can get a little confusing. So be sure to consult with an immigration attorney if you're a military member that's looking to apply for naturalization. We help with these issues. We'll schedule a free 15-minute call to discuss your options, to discuss your scenario. So feel free, give us a call, email us, contact us on WhatsApp. It's all on the screen. Thanks for watching today's video, everyone. Have a great day.